Welcome to the weekly review. This is the first episode of this new show. We're going to be weekly reviewing fun, new, exciting films. I'm your host, Oliver Buten. I'm joined by my temporary co-host, Axel Sublum.
Sorblum. And thank you for having me. This is a big opportunity for me. I'm very excited about this new show. And this week, we're actually going to be talking about the movie Dog, starring Channing Tatum. And this is just a good, fun family movie with some interesting themes. What are your thoughts on Dog?
It's a pretty brave film, I would say, about being patriotic. And it's been really brave to be patriotic, since 9/11, I would say. It's been really brave and hard. Especially with Ukraine now, it's very topical and important and special, I would say, as a film. It's really at the core of it. It's a patriotic film about a man's love for another man's dog.
I agree. That's really what it boils down to. And this movie has a lot of themes, a lot of brave themes that not a lot of filmmakers would really risk talking about. Mm-hmm. There's one part where the dog and Channing Tatum are in a hotel and they see a man of Muslim, Middle Eastern ethnicity, mm-hmm. and the dog, who's been trained to kill such men, attacks the guy. And it becomes a big situation.
Yeah, and that's really one of the outstanding moments of this film, because really they were brave enough to show the character of the dog's flaws. Yes. Which is something I don't think many filmmakers are brave enough to do.
Not a lot would do that these days.
Yeah, it's really hard for them to take the braveness of, I didn't catch the director's name, but really just racist dog is not a thing that most other directors are touching on now.
I agree.
And it's not something that they would, and they took the risk to do it.
Yes, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
And, when it comes to Channing Tatum's character, similarly to the director, I didn't actually catch the name, but his character is very interesting because he's actually kind of reminded me of the Joker, or maybe one of those Batman movies. He's sort of an anti-hero. It's not evident that he's exactly the good guy at first, and you kind of watch him grow.
Yeah, that's another thing, and you also see a lot of growth in Channing Tatum's career from this. From the NFL to Magic Mike to now this. It's pretty impressive what the man has been able to do.
I couldn't agree more. Yes.
Yeah. And I also thought that another brave thing and flaw that they showed was Channing Tatum's flaw when he got into the bath with the dog, and they scrubbed up together. How did you feel about that?
Well, just personally, I'm not a big fan of bestiality, but
I would say it's important to represent it, though, wouldn't you say?
Not particularly.
But it's important to be brave and respect it. I would say. I would say that's an important thing.
Yeah.
In films, much like the portrayal of the racist dog.
Yeah, maybe. Not sure. Yeah, not sure on that one, but brass tacks, this is a good, fun family movie. If you're patriotic, you'll like this movie. If you're a good American patriot, you'll like this movie. If you're a fan of dogs, you'll like this movie. It's a good family movie that you can take the kids to. Hey, you can take the dogs to it.
Yeah, I'm more of a cat person myself.
Sure.
Yeah. It's actually quite sad. I found out recently, homeopathy is not for cats.
Yeah, I wouldn't think it was. What brought you to that conclusion?
Oh, well, I had a cat, Mr. Pibbles. He died recently because of that. He was 2.
2 years old, a cat?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
It's very sad.
Yeah, if only you had some sort of dog companion.
Don't joke about that, man. I'm very clearly struggling right now. The character in the movie, Channing Tatum, deals with loss, but doesn't deal with loss like I do, That dog didn't die on him. Mr. Pibbles died on me. I had Mr. Pibbles for 18 months, and I loved him every single one of them. All right? It's not funny to joke about death. It's not very. Are you laughing right now? Hey, camera guy. Hey, camera guy. You laughing right now?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's not funny. Okay? So we're gonna cut this part out. We're gonna do it again a bit more respectfully. Okay? We're gonna cut this out, right? Do you feel the same way?
Yep.
Could you apologize to me, please, Mr. Pibbles?
I'm sorry, Mr. Pibbles. I'm sorry, Oliver. I apologize, audience. Let's try this again.
All right. So we're gonna cut this out, right, Alec? We're gonna cut this out.
We're gonna cut it.
Yeah. We're gonna start again. All right. Okay, we're starting again. Welcome, everybody, to the Weekend Review. I'm your host, Oliver Bune. This is our first show